Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, I'll be talking about 50 plus tips and tricks that you can do on Samsung Galaxy S25 FE and One UI 8. And I'll be sharing some of my favorite features later on in this video, so make sure that you watch it till the end. And with that, let's get started. If you go in settings and then go in display, here you can go in motion smoothness and turn on adaptive smoothness. So this basically allows you to get smoother animations and scrolling by automatically adjusting your screen refresh rate up to 120 Hz. This allows for buttery smooth screen animations and scrolling. Or you can also set it to standard, which is a 60 Hz screen refresh rate. If you go in settings and then go in display, you can go in screen mode, and here you can select between vivid or natural. And for vivid, you have this white balance option that you can adjust based on how warm or cool you want the display. If you go in advanced settings, you can go in much more detail where you can change the white balance as well and vividness of the display as well. To customize the navigation bar, you need to go in settings, then go in display, and here go in navigation bar. In here you can switch between swipe gestures or the buttons gesture, which is the default setting that the phone comes with. Now if you go with swipe gestures, you have some more options here. So you can change the gesture sensitivity from lower to higher. Here you can also enable or disable circle to search, which allows you to long press on this bar at the bottom of the display and activate circle to search, which basically allows you to circle anything on your display and search it on Google. If you long press on the display and then go in wallpaper and style, here you can go in change wallpapers, and here you will see create with AI option, go in photo ambient, and this option allows you to overlay weather effects on your wallpapers. You can read about it here. See how AI changes your own photo based on the time and weather. Works best with outdoor photos taken during the day. If you want to quickly launch multi-window, you can set that up as well. And for that, you need to go in settings, then go in advanced features, and here go in multi-window. Here you will see a few options. The first one is swipe for split screen. So if you turn that on, you can actually swipe from the bottom of the display with two fingers, and this will launch multi-window, and then you can quickly open two apps side by side. The other option here is swipe for pop-up view. So if you turn this feature on, you can swipe from the top right or bottom corner to launch apps in pop-up view. So just swipe down from the top right or bottom corner and the apps will launch in pop-up view. And if you go in the settings, you can also increase the sensitivity area at the top right or left corner by changing the slider, and you can see this area increasing or decreasing. If you go in settings and then go in advanced features, here you will see this option, motions and gestures. Now here we've got a few options, but the most important one is double tap to turn on screen and then double tap to turn off screen. On the home page, you can double tap anywhere to turn off this display and double tap again to turn it on. Some other options here are lift to wake. So when you will pick up your phone, the screen will turn on. Alert when phone picked up. So your phone will vibrate when you pick it up after missing a call. Mute with gestures. So mute incoming calls and alarms by putting your hand over the screen or turning your phone face down. And then we have palm swipe to capture. Swipe the edge of your hand across the screen to take a screenshot. You can also set up some security settings on this phone, and for that you need to go in settings, then go in lock screen and always on display, and here go in secure lock settings. So you can make your pattern visible or invisible when you are using pattern lock. You can also lock instantly with this side key. You can also set up auto factory reset. So after 20 incorrect attempts to unlock your phone, it will be reset to factory default settings and all data will be erased, including files and downloaded apps. So you can set that up. Next, we have lock network and security. So this will prevent Wi-Fi and mobile data from being turned off when your phone is locked. Find My Mobile uses these connections to locate and control your phone when it's lost. So turning this option on will prevent anyone from turning off your Wi-Fi or mobile data if your phone is locked. You can also set up your phone to detect any trackers that might be following you. So for that, you need to go in settings, then go in safety and emergency, and here go in unknown tracker alerts. Here, turn them on, and you can also do a manual scan if you want, but this will basically search for any trackers that may be following you. So here you can read about it. When alerts are on, you will get a notification if an unknown tracker is detected traveling with you. Alerts are deleted after 48 hours. There's also a theft protection option on this phone, so in case someone snatches the phone out of your hand and runs away, your phone will lock itself. And you can turn this feature on by going in settings, then go in security and privacy, and then go in lost device protection. Here you will see theft protection. Go in here. So this will turn on checking your identity before changing sensitive settings, and locking the screen when your phone is stolen can prevent a thief from accessing your apps and data. So here you can basically turn on identity check, and then you can also turn on theft detection lock, which will lock the screen if it's detected that someone took your phone and ran away. You can also turn on offline device lock, so lock the screen if your phone loses its network connection. You can also turn on remote lock, so you can remotely lock your phone if you want. So for this, you can go on any device and go in android.com/lock, enter your device phone number to lock its screen. No sign in or Google account is needed to use this feature. If you go in settings, then go in security and privacy, you can turn on something called auto blocker. So if you go in here, you can read about it. So this basically provides maximum security on your phone. Auto blocker helps keep you safe from security threats, suspicious activity, and privacy risks. So it will block apps from unauthorized sources. It will block commands by USB cable, block malware images in messaging apps, blocks non-official software updates. And if you want maximum safety, you can turn on maximum restrictions, turn on app protection, blocks device admin apps, blocks 2G networks, blocks auto reconnection to non-secure Wi-Fi networks, blocks shared albums, and removes location data when sharing pictures. If you go in more security settings here, you can also turn on secure Wi-Fi. Now Samsung gives you almost 1 GB of free protection plan every month that you can use to protect your Wi-Fi, but you can also purchase extra plan if you want. So here, if you tap on it and tap on upgrade, so here if you want 1 month unlimited plan, it's $3 Canadian. If you want 24-hour unlimited plan, it's 1.5 Canadian dollars. Moving on, you can also block USB connections while your phone is locked. Once toggled on, it will protect your data, prevent USB devices from connecting when your phone has been locked for more than 1 hour. Next, we have enhanced data protection. So if you go in here, you can also encrypt your backup data and encrypt your synced data on this phone, which is fantastic. If you go in settings and then go in device care, you can set up performance profiles. Go in here and you will see that there are two profiles here, standard and light. So with standard, it provides a recommended balance between processing speed, battery life, and cooling efficiency. If you select light, it prioritizes battery life and cooling efficiency over processing speed. You can also turn on something called auto optimization. So if you go in here, you can read about it. Device care automatically performs optimizations to keep your phone running smoothly. This includes closing background apps and cleaning memory. You can also set up auto restart schedule here, which allows your phone to run more optimally. If you go in diagnostics, you can run diagnostics on the phone's hardware. So you can go in phone diagnostics and you will see all the hardware components listed here. You can test all and it will one by one test all of them, or you can do it one by one yourself. And that way you can test individual hardware components and make sure that they're working properly. And finally, there is this maintenance mode. So if you go in here, you can turn this feature on and it will protect your privacy while someone else is using your phone, such as when you are sending it for repairs. So you can read more about it in detail. Basically, it protects your privacy when you turn it on, but still be able to access the features or settings they need to repair your phone. If you go in the voice recorder, you can start recording anything that you want. Maybe it's a lecture, maybe you want to take voice notes yourself. So you can record it in the recorder app, stop it, and then save it. And once all of that is done, you can go in here and you get this AI button in the recorder app as well. So you can tap on it, you can transcribe the recording, summarize it, and translate it within the recorder app. You also get this noise eraser button in the recorder app as well. So if I tap on this button and play the recording, you'll see that it's removing the background noise in real time. So now if we transcribe it, you can select the language in which you want to transcribe it. You can add more languages if you want. You can then tap on this button here and edit the transcript text, remove it, hide speaker labels, rename it, and add this transcription straight into Samsung Notes. You can turn on the AI in the recorder by going in settings, go in Galaxy AI, and then go in transcript assist and turn it on from here. You can also translate calls in real time on this phone, and for that you need to go in settings, go in Galaxy AI, and then go in call assist and turn this feature on. So this will allow you to get real-time translation during calls. You can tap the call assist button during the call and then select live translate on the in-call screen anytime you start translating. And it also tells you that all the data for this feature is processed on your phone. So that is great. So during a call, you can tap on this call assist button and then tap on live translate, and here you will start getting live translation. You can change the language from here as well for yourself and for the other person. On Galaxy S25 FE, you also get AI writing tools in Samsung keyboard. So if you tap on this button here, you can do the spelling and grammar check. You can change the writing style. So here you can see that we have few options: professional, casual, social, polite, and emojify. And you also get this composer button where you can go in and give it your main idea or just ask it to help you write something. And from here you can change the profile of the text that you want and the tone of the text that you want. You can also turn this feature on by going in settings, go in Galaxy AI, and go in Writing Assist and turn this on from here. Samsung Notes also have AI features incorporated in them on Galaxy S25 FE. So if you go in Samsung Notes, you write something here and then you tap on this button here, you can auto format the text, you can summarize the text, do spelling and grammar check, and translate it in the Notes app. Another thing you can do here is that tap on the plus button and go in voice recording. Here you can record it, whatever it is that you want to say. So say for example, you are recording a lecture, so you can record that and then stop it. And here you will see this button appear, which is the noise eraser. So if you tap on this button, it will erase the noise from the notes recording that you have made. So and here you can record it, whatever it is that you want to say. In real time, it is erasing the noise from the recording. You can then tap on this button here and then transcribe the recording as well within the notes. So here you get the transcript, whatever I said, it has transcribed it. You can change the language of the transcription if you want, and then tap on this button. You can copy it, add to the notes, transcribe again, edit it, or remove the transcript. You can also show speaker labels if you want. You can turn on the Note Assist feature by going in the settings, go in Galaxy AI, and here go in Note Assist and turn it on from here. We also get AI features in the Samsung Internet browser. So if you go in here and let's say you open an article, you can tap on this AI button and summarize the article, translate it, or you can have it read highlights aloud. So if we tap on summarize, it will summarize the whole text immediately, and then you can tap on this button and get a standard summary or detailed summary. If you tap on it again, you can translate it, and then if you tap on read highlights aloud, it will summarize the article and then read the highlights of that article aloud, which is pretty cool. You can also go forward, go back, and translate it as well. And you can turn on this browsing assist feature by going in settings, go in Galaxy AI, and here go in browsing assist and turn it on from here. Moving on, you can also use the photo assist feature. So for example, if you're in the gallery app, you can tap on this AI button in the gallery app and you can delete different things from the gallery app. So if I tap on this section here, tap on delete, and then press on generate, it will regenerate and fill in the blanks, whatever I have deleted. So this is basically object eraser in Samsung Gallery. So there you go, it has perfectly erased that red thing in the back, and it has perfectly regenerated the leaf that matches the leaves of this plant. And you can compare before and after as well. It's pretty cool. Now, if you have a person in the image, you can tap on this button again. You get the similar options. You can erase anything from the background. You can sketch anything on this image. But with a person, you also get a portrait studio. So you can change these images into these designs or styles. So if I select comic, tap on generate, it will turn it into a comic style. It will not exactly follow what's in the photo, but it will try to regenerate it somehow. So there you go. Moving on, we also get another fantastic Galaxy flagship AI feature on S25 FE. So if you pull out the edge panel and tap on drawing assist, we get drawing assist on this phone. And with One UI 8, we have a lot more styles that we can choose from. So let's say we'll select this one, and now you can draw anything here. You can add an image from your gallery, or you can choose text to image. So let's see if it can create this Banff postcard. And there you go. Drawing Assist have just generated BAMF postcard, and you can change the styles and it will come up with those styles for the same image. And you can obviously scroll through them as well, which is pretty cool. Now you can also add any photo from your gallery. And it tries to mix and match the photo that you have added, the text you have added, and you can also draw something on it and it will incorporate that as well, which is fantastic. Drawing Assist is more powerful and has more features than ever in One UI 8 on Galaxy S25 FE. If you go in settings and then go in sounds and vibration and then scroll all the way down and go in sound quality and effects, you will see this option here, Dolby Atmos. Now if you go in here, turn it on, you can then change the sound experience on this phone from auto to movie or music or voice, and you can read what it does. So if you set it to auto, it will optimize sound automatically for whatever you're listening to. If you set it to movie, it will deliver the best possible audio for films, shows, and videos. Setting it to music will make all your music sound richer, fuller, and more balanced. And if you set it to voice, it will make voices loud and clear. There's a fantastic feature on Galaxy devices, which is also available on Galaxy S25 FE, and it is one of the most underrated features. And it's called separate app sound. It's a magical feature, to be honest. So if you go in settings, go in sound and vibration, scroll all the way down, you will see this option, separate app sound, and you can read about it. It basically allows you to play media sound from one app on a different audio device. So if you go in here, you can turn it on from here and it allows you to play media sound from apps you select on a separate audio device. Make sure you choose an audio device that's different from your main audio output device. So if you turn it on, so here you have to select the app you want to play on a different audio device, and it can be any media app on your phone. You can add more apps from here as well. And for the sake of this video, I'll just select Samsung Internet. And now if we go back, I can select where I want the sound from Samsung Internet to play, either on this phone or on a Bluetooth device. So this basically separates your main device on which all the sound from your phone will play, and then a secondary device on which any sound coming from Samsung Internet will play. So you can separate the app from the main audio device, which is pretty cool. If you don't like the camera cutout at the top of the display, you can hide it. And for that, you have to go in settings, then go in display, scroll down and find camera cutout, go in here, and here you can select specific apps in which the camera cutout can be hidden. So a black bar will appear at the top of the display hiding the camera cutout. So let's select calculator here and we'll select camera cutout, hide camera cutout. And now if we go back and go in calculator, you will see that the camera cutout is now hidden through this black bar at the top of the display. One UI allows you to create app pairs in multi-window. So if you use two apps side by side regularly, you can create an app pair for those two apps and you can launch them side by side very quickly. So here's how to do this. First, launch into multi-window, and now you can open two apps side by side. So we'll open backdrops and settings, and now I can tap on these three dots in the center and tap on the star button, and it gives me an option to create an app pair and add it to the home screen or edge panel. So if I add it to the home screen, go back, I'll now see this app pair right here. Now if I swipe up, I'll also see this app pair in the recents, and I can remove it from here, go back and tap on the app pair, and it will launch these two apps side by side again. Samsung gives us fantastic features to improve the battery health over a long period of time. And you can do that by going in settings and then go in battery, and here go in battery protection, and you can read about it. So it basically tells you the premise here. Keeping your battery at a full 100% charge for a long time can reduce its lifespan. Choose an option below to protect your battery and make it last longer. So if you turn on battery protection, you will see that we have two options. We have basic and we have maximum. Now in basic, it tells you that when your battery is charged to 100%, charging will stop until battery level drops down to 95%, and then charging will start again. Now with basic, you can also turn on adaptive protection. So what is adaptive protection? Stop charging at 80% while you're asleep and finish charging to 100% just before you wake up. So with basic, you can also turn on adaptive protection, and it basically learns from your charging patterns and your sleeping and waking up times, and then adjust the charging speed based on that schedule. Another option here is maximum. So you can go in maximum, and here your battery will basically stop charging at a certain level, and you can select that level: 80, 85, 90 or 95%. Previously this number was just 80%, but now there is more flexibility, so you can go all the way up to 95%. So basically, if you select maximum battery protection, you can select this limit, and once your phone is charged to that certain limit, so for example if I select 90%, you will always get 90% full charging on your phone. Recently I came across external storage transfer, which I had to use myself to back up data from my Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I was really thankful that Samsung made it so easy in One UI to back up your data if you want to back it up to an external storage rather than to the cloud. So for that, you will go in settings, go in accounts and backup, and here you will go in external storage transfer. Continue, more, allow. So at this point, if you connect an external storage to your phone will detect the USB storage, and you can back up your data to the USB storage, or you can restore your data from the external storage. So in this case, you can see that I still have my S24 Ultra data that I backed up to the external storage to this Samsung SSD. So here you can go in restore from USB storage, and it will give me an option. What is it that I want to restore? Everything, just calls, contacts and messages, or I can select custom, and then it gives me options: images, videos, audio, whatever it is that I want to restore, I can just restore it from my external storage, which is fantastic. Similarly, if I go in backup to USB storage, it goes through the data and gives me the same option to back up my data from the phone to the external storage. So I can select everything, just calls, contacts and messages, or I can select custom options, and from here I can go in detail whatever it is that I want to back up, and I can back that up to the external storage. And if I want to restore, I can go back into the restore, and it will detect the device and it will detect the backup, and I can restore from that. You can also set up custom game settings on S25 FE. So if you go in settings and then go in advanced features, and here scroll down, you will see this option, game booster settings. Go in here, and here you will see a lot of options. So let's go through them. So the first one is game optimization. If you go in here, you can optimize the phone performance while gaming. So you can select performance, balanced or battery saver. So if you select performance, you will get the best performance, but that might affect the battery of the phone. If you select balanced, you might not get the best performance in the game, but you'll get a decent battery life. And then if you go for battery saver, you'll get the best battery life and the worst performance in the game. Then you can also customize settings for individual games. So I only have Call of Duty installed on the phone. So if I go in here, I can set up different optimizations here. So for game optimization, I can select performance, balance or battery saver. Then I can go in FPS and I can increase or decrease that. It goes all the way up to 60. I can select the screen resolution, and I can also turn on the frame booster for this game. Since I only have one game installed on the phone, I would like to get the best performance while I'm playing this game. Then we also have gaming motion smoothness. So if we go in here, you can set it up to 120 Hz or 60 Hz. Then we have some in-game panel settings. So where to access the in-game panel as a shortcut, or in notifications. You can also reorder the tools that appear in the game panel. You can also edit pop-up apps that appear in the game panel. You can set up screen resolution, screenshot format, and notifications while you're playing the game. So now while you're playing the game, you get this bar here at the top right of the display, and you can swipe on it to open it. And here you will see all the tools that we've been seeing in the settings. And here you will see all the pop-up apps, and here you can actually tap on them to open them in these smaller windows, and you can adjust whatever it is that you want to do, and you can just remove them just like that. From down here, you can also see what profile the game is playing in right now. So it is performance profile, and it is using 15% of the RAM. Samsung keyboard has this fantastic feature which allows you to extract text from anywhere at any time using the camera from within the Samsung keyboard. So if I open Samsung keyboard and then go in additional settings, I'll see this option here, extract text. Now I have this camera open here, and I can use it to scan any text, and it will scan the text and extract it and add it in the text field up here automatically. I don't have to do anything for it. So I've got this book here, and I'm going to show you how this works. So here you can see that as it is scanning the text, it is adding it in the text field up here. So right now I'm cramped for space, but if I have space, you can extract the whole paragraph very quickly and tap on paste. And just like that, the whole text will be pasted in the text field. That is some fantastic feature in Samsung keyboard. You can extract the whole paragraph of text from somewhere into the text field within seconds. S25 FE also has navbar support, so if you go in settings, then go in lock screen and always on display, you will see this option here, navbar. Go in here and you can turn on what is it that you want to show on the now bar. So you can select sports from Google and you can go in here and go through your sports setting in Google settings. You can show media player, Samsung Health, interpreter, clock, Samsung Notes, emergency sharing, smart things, and Samsung Wallet in now bar. And if you go back, you can also show now brief, current mode, and do not disturb if these modes are turned on in now bar. Now bar right here showing this timer running actively, and then this is the now brief that you can also see on the lock screen. Similarly, if you're getting a call, now bar will show you who is calling you and how much time has elapsed in your call. Next up, if you're watching a video in the gallery and the video has background noise, you will get this new option here, which is the noise eraser. So if you tap on it, it will start erasing noise live while you are playing the video, and you can just notice how quickly it works and how good it is. So let's see that again. So right now you'll notice the level of the noise. And now if I'll tap on this button here, it will start erasing the noise in real time. And you can now notice that the noise level has gone down significantly. So this is a new feature that Samsung has added in One UI 8, and it is a fantastic feature. If you have noise in your videos, you can erase it in real time using this feature in gallery. You don't even have to go in editing. So if you go in editing, you can actually tap on this button here and go in audio eraser, which is a proper audio eraser feature which will analyze the whole video and will separate sound. So here you can see that we have wind sound and we have noise. So you can edit this separately, both of them. If you go in settings and then go in modes and routines, then go in discover, scroll all the way down, you will see some new weather templates. So here we have cold weather alert, morning briefing, and umbrella reminder. So you can go in here and you will see that how it is set up. So here we have the alarm that you can set. It will get the temperature of your current location, and if the temperature is lower than 10 degrees, then it will read that text aloud to you, and then you can add else and end if settings if you want. Similarly, we have umbrella reminder template here. So this is for rain. You can set it up according to your location and alarm and all that stuff. You can actually go in here and listen to it how it sounds.
It might rain today. Take an umbrella if you go outside.
So the phone will alert you if it's going to be raining that day, so you can grab an umbrella. If it's going to be cold, you can grab a jacket and all that stuff. And with winter approaching, it's going to be such a useful feature. Next feature that I want to talk about is the new dynamic wallpapers. So if you long press on the home screen, go in wallpapers, and here go in change wallpapers. Here you will see this option called dynamic. So you can go in here and press next. And now you will see dynamic wallpapers. So these wallpapers will change color throughout the day. As the day passes, they will change their color. And if you tap on style, you will see some different styles of these wallpapers. So you can set up these dynamic wallpapers on your phone, and as the day passes, the wallpapers will change color as well. Moving on, split screen or multitasking, Windows have also received an update. So if you launch any app in multi-window, we now have a new aspect of these two windows. So previously it would just go up till this point, but now you can move it all the way up to the end. And in this way, you'll have this 90% of the screen available for one app, and you can quickly do whatever it is that you want to be doing in that app, and then you can scroll it back down to use the other app. And this way you can use both apps side by side much more effectively. Next up, weather app has also received massive updates. So if you go in the weather app, you will now see these hyper realistic visual effects in the weather app, and they look much more cooler, give you a much better idea of the temperature. So it's partly cloudy, so you can see some clouds moving around, and you see this person standing here. It looks amazing. Call recording has also received an update. So now if you have recorded a call, it will appear right in the contact history. So where you recorded the call, you will see this recorded icon. And if you have transcribed the call or you've used text call, that will also appear here. So if you tap on this, you will see how the text call went. And if you tap on this icon here, you will be able to listen to that recording right from the contact history. You don't need to fiddle around in the settings anymore. AI Select has also received a new update where you can now just launch AI Select and circle to select anything, and you will get your contextual options and all that stuff. You don't have to wait for the screen to load anymore. It's much more faster and straight away. If you go in the My Files app and then go in Downloads, you will see this new bar at the top here, and you can select different apps from where you have downloaded stuff on your phone. So right now, if I select Chrome, I'll get this image that I downloaded from Chrome. Similarly, if you have other apps that you use to download stuff, they will appear at the top here, sorting your downloads much more easier and accessing your downloaded files simpler. Moving on, the clock app has also received a minor update where if you have an alarm widget on your home screen, you can tap on it, and now you can just select a group that you have created. So if I select this group here, it will get selected, and now I can just turn the whole group on and off using my alarm widget, as compared to what we had before where you could only add one single alarm in the widget. Previously, if you would open a camera and swipe up or down, it would switch between the front or back cameras. But now there is a new setting that lets you change what happens when you swipe up or down. So if you go in settings and then scroll down, you will see this option, swipe preview. Go in here and change it to open quick controls and go back. Now if you'll swipe up, these quick controls will open up and you can change these settings very quickly now. Secure folder has also received an update in One UI 8. So if you go in secure folder, you can go in here in the settings and you can now hide any app within the secure folder. So that's the second layer of protection if you have important stuff in your secure folder. So you can simply just hide apps within the secure folder using this feature. Second option here is the ability to hide the secure folder from appearing in your apps. So if you tap on this button, it tells you what to do. You can hide secure folder by going in the quick settings panel and here turning it off. Once you turn it off, you will not see secure folder in your apps, and you can turn it on again by simply going in the quick settings panel and tapping on the secure folder button, and it asks you for your pin and then it gets turned on again. Moving on, one of the best apps on Samsung phones and now also on Android phones has received a fantastic new update, and I couldn't be happier. I'm talking about quick share. So if you go in the quick share panel from the quick settings, tap on this quick share button, you will see a new layout now. So there's a receive tab and a send tab. In the receive tab, you will be ready to receive. Anyone nearby can share with you while you are on this screen. So there is that. But now the important thing is the send tab. So previously you would have to be sharing a file to be able to use quick shares. So you'll tap on the share button on a photo or any other file, and then you can select quick share and send it using quick share like that. But now the other way around is also possible. So you can come in this quick share panel, select send, and now you can select files from here, images, videos, docs, or any other file, and send it from quick share as well, which makes life much more easier for people like me who share files between devices using quick share throughout the day. And now finally, the last thing that I want to talk about is the new dynamic clock on One UI 8. So now you can set this clock up, which changes shape according to your wallpaper. So here you can see that these digits have accommodated their shape based on what I have on my wallpaper. So you can set this up by just long pressing here, going in the wallpaper settings and select the clock, and you will see this option here. You can see clearly that it is a dynamic clock because it is changing its form factor. So if you select this, you will see that it changes its shape based on the wallpaper, and you can move it around and it will change its shape based on what you have. You can also change the wallpaper, so let's try something else. So here I have an image of myself on the wallpaper, and you can see that the clock will change its shape based on the outline, and it looks pretty awesome and pretty cool. You have to have the clock set to the right size for this to work. If you make it too much bigger, it won't work properly. So you have to make sure that the clock is the right size for this feature to work perfectly. And when it works, it looks absolutely awesome. So that's about it from this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.